It's about 7:30 p.m. on Friday, March 31st, 2023, the last day of March. The grass is just wonderful. The next row is wonderful. You can see storm clouds there in the distance on the horizon in the south. Wind is blowing. I'm trying the cell phone without a phone case, seeing if it helps cancel out the noise. I'm just not really happy with the lapel mic. I have to figure out why it's recording the way it is. Anyway, the sun is just now touching the horizon. There's a lot of haze, so you can look straight at the sun. It's not that bright right now. So in a couple minutes here, the sun's gonna be gone. We'll be in twilight. So I just feel tremendously blessed right now. The grass is growing a little early in the season. It's tall. It could be better. I think if I had done a better job of managing I gotta mention this to you guys. Right now it's about 75 degrees. Should mention that. Greg Judy's video. He was interviewing this older guy who came to visit and pick up a bale and roller from his land. And he told the older guy, he said, "Hey, my goodness, what's with my cows? I think they're ready to breed, but there's no bulls in the herd." Anyway, the older guy was kind of in a similar situation to me. He has ground, but there's no grass growing, and he wants to start rotationally grazing. And Greg Judy told him, don't, just take the cows, put them in a pen, feed them hay and feed, and then when the grass grows, then start rotation, right? And I probably should have done something similar to that. My strategy for the last rotation that started in January of 2023 was to move slowly, give them too little ground. It was a 3-month rotation. So I figured if the ground can't recover in 3 months, then I don't got grass, you know. They did graze it down to the ground, which is a bad thing. But I imagine I probably should have kept them in one area and just fed them. Just turned it into a feedlot. Just picked a spot of ground, maybe my poorest spot of ground, pinned them in and just fed them until the grass grew. That's probably what I should have done. Anyway, let's look at what they did versus what they've got. It's kind of hard to tell where the line is. They are just doing tip grazing. You can tell there is a difference between the two pastures. I think this is where the line was, somewhere around here. But you know, it's just a little shorter where they used to be. Let's see if I can find some fresh manure patties too. I want to see how they're doing in that regard. Is that a fresh one? That can't be a fresh one. It's wet. That can't be a fresh one. I've got a box of parasitic wasps at home waiting to hatch, keeping it indoors. Yeah, still running manure. Let me turn on level 1 zoom. There we go. 1x. I'm not seeing a lot of manure patties. This is an old manure patty. Probably from back in January. Or older. Either that or their manure patties are drying up right away. Here, this one has got to be fresh. Oh, that's an old one. Yeah. This is a fresh one. I guess it is drying out quickly, but that's pretty runny. That's a mess. I don't see any flies on it. That's a good sign. Yeah, the cows are just nibbling at the tips. Somebody asked about teeth. It's called Bovine Dentition, and I did some study on it. So when cows are born, some of them are born with teeth and some of them aren't. But the teeth come in very quickly. That's a new patty. That's got to be a new patty. That looks pretty good. It's not terrible. So the cows are born with milk teeth or baby teeth. They call them deciduous incisors. The kinds of teeth. Okay, so there's 3 kinds of teeth. There are basically 2 kinds. There's the molars, and towards the back of their jaws, they use that to grind up the food. and to chew their cud. And then they have the incisors. Those are the front teeth. And they only have incisors on the bottom jaw. They don't have any on the top. So they use those incisors to grab the grass and tear it off. Let's see if I can get a close-up to show you what the cows are doing. So they use their tongue. They eat quite a bit differently than sheep. Sheep use their lips. So what cows do, let's see if we can get a picture here. And maybe Dusty will show me. Nope, Dusty's shy. Maybe 20 will show me. 20's not shy. Okay, you'll see 20's like tongue kick out and wrap around some grass. And then she closes her mouth and then she tears off with the teeth against the gums, right? Now, when cows are first born, they get their milk teeth, their baby teeth right away. And they get 8. So 4 on each side, 8 incisors. And those start falling out about 18 months, I think. And when their first permanent incisors come in. And so those when you see a calf or cow with 2 big teeth on the bottom and like 6 little teeth, that cow's about 18 to 24 months old, right? So about between 1.5 to 2 years. Between 18 and 36 months, no, 24 and 36, they get a second set of incisors. So they have 4 big teeth and 4 little teeth. And then after that, when they're about 4 years old, they get their 3rd set of teeth and their 4th set of teeth. So they have 8 teeth on the bottom, okay? Now these teeth do not replace, they wear down over time. The cows use them rather aggressively. They are thick, they have a thick layer of enamel, but over time they wear down. And so younger cows at age 4 will have like big teeth, and older cows, the teeth will wear down and then the teeth will start to turn into little nubs, you know. And when they're in nubs, the cow can't use the teeth to tear the grass anymore and they have a hard time eating, and that's when they get old and die, you know. So you can check the teeth of the cow. So if they have a full set of big teeth, 8 big teeth on the bottom, then they're about 4 years old, maybe older. If they have 3, then they're about 3 years old. If they have 2 or 1, they're about 2 years old. Okay. If they have their baby teeth, they're like less than 18 months old, so less than 1.5 years, right? So that's bovine dentition. That's how you can tell the age of a cow. Now, this isn't a very accurate measure of the age of the cow, but it does give you a very accurate measure of where the cow is at in its development, right? So a good example of that is you can have heifers that give birth in their first year, and that's fine. You just have to watch them like a hawk and make sure they get plenty of nutrition. And it's really hard on the cow, and they take a long time to recover, and they never really grow all the way, right? But if you wait until they have that second set of teeth, then you're sure that they're 24 months old, they're 2 years old, and that's a good age to breed the heifers, especially grass-fed. So if you have a baby calf, you can just watch its teeth, and then when it starts to grow that second set, that's a good time to give birth. So wait for the first teeth come in, and then have it breed, and then by the time it gives birth, it should have its second teeth in. So the cows they don't like me touching their mouths, obviously. They don't like me touching them at all. Maybe this guy's not so shy. No, he's shy. She's shy. They're all girls, right? But if I could, I'd just open up their mouths and show you. That's a bunch of hairy vetch right there that calf's eating. Hairy vetch apparently in the winter maintains a lot of protein, so it could make a good cover crop for cows to graze on if you can get it to grow in the autumn, and then throughout the winter keep them fed on protein, you know. Anyway, that's the story on bovine dentition. I'll try to remember that this is the bovine dentition video, and I'll try to put some links in to some documents you can read for yourself. This is 413. Let's see if we can get a picture of her teeth. No, she's not going to show me her teeth. She's a beautiful cow, though. I think she's getting a slick coat, a little bit of a slick coat. So that's good. There's my brown cow with white and my white cow with brown. And here are the Charolais calves. Yeah, I think the cows are doing pretty well. I think the shop is done. The GC wants to take a look at it, make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed before he asks for the final payment. But I think it's done. Electricity's running to it. The keys work. I tested the keys. I got to plug in the garage door opener. But as you can see, the doors are closed. This time I'm not going to let the cows in. Last time they were here, I let them in and they made a miss. Here's young 20. She's getting horns. You know. So, yeah. Oh, Dusty's having a good time. I'm not seeing a lot of flies. It could just be the time of day. You know. Oh, here's my fence charger setup. We moved the meter pole so it can be closer to the shop. We can save a little bit of money on the wire. And so, ooh, it's almost full power. Yeah, I checked it earlier. It was at 9,000 volts on the 10,000 volt line. So we've just got a little bit of drain left. Here, let me actually use the meter for you. Show you how this works. So this is the ground wire. It says 0.4 kilovolts and 65 amps. This is the 5,000 line, 24 amps. And that's the 10,000 line, 55 amps. It's at 10,000 volts though. That's good. So 55 plus 24 is 75. Yeah. So you have to, the ground here is different than the ground for your power box. Oh, you can also, this thing, if you hold it close to the machine, you can turn off the fence here. There, you see it's blinking. Turn it back on. There, it takes a while to charge up all the way. Anyway, that's my box for now. I need to secure it better. I probably want to build a little house for it or something, but you know, I did want to mount it on the shop somewhere. But I was thinking you'd have to bury the wire from the shop to the fence, or have the fence go around the shop. That's another option, is I put permanent fence around the shop. Maybe build a farm store here. One of my ideas is to have a little farm store, and so people can drive in from the street. They can park along the side here, pick up some produce or whatever I'm selling. And if that's the case, then I'd like to put a permanent fence around the shop so the cows don't come here. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Let's check the sun. Sun is gone. It's twilight. Bye.